Yeah. Because you hurt God's brain. That's what it is.
Going
The
up
God
one
told
level
the
for this.
coalition to go after you. So
Hello, God
anyway,
came to the coalition and said, "He has hurt my brain."
he is hacks, leech, nerf pulls, and coalition's like, LOL, okay, and then here we are. All right. Anyway, so I'll bring this back to a little bit more of a dire, serious situation. So, in the night air, you can see Tyne's beautiful. Oh, give me a moment here. Oh no, never mind. All right, so you can. I thought that was Kriana. You can see Tyne's beautiful Victorian style wooden, practically a mansion there, in the night sky as one room itself starts to fill with bright, dazzling orange and yellow flame. And it grows and grows impossibly fast, consuming all timber, all furniture, all belongings, all cloth, incredibly fast, as if an entire tanker of gasoline has been poured into this flame that's originating from the kitchen. As it grows and grows, and you can see in the night sky plumes of smoke streaming into the air as the entire abode is completely engulfed in hot, white hot flames. And Tom, as you feel the last of your psychic energy fueling the small flame that was starting from the stove into its completion, you know that the fire has completely taken hold. It is a raging inferno, and you can get the hell out of there without any more need of concentration.
Let's go.
Al would take just a split second to look at it and look at Tom and say, "Sometimes you are a very scary man." And then he would hold on to Tom and take off.
Now, you cannot go
Oh,
very
God, no. Right.
No.
right?
Tom, did you swallow a bug going 400 miles an hour? Yeah, no, how fast, because honestly, I'm lost. How fast do you think we could safely go carrying him?
The equivalent of a motorcycle without any sort of face shield. So, safely, I would say 40.
Okay.
No, not 40 miles an hour. That's like 80 clicks. I'd say like 25 miles an hour.
All right. My first objective would be to fly several hundred feet into the air so that we're, high enough that a casual viewer.
Oh God! I hope you're gripping Tom really, really
yes,
well.
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
Oh, jeez.
Because
Right, this is
yeah,
tricky.
but I'm gonna basically have my legs and arms wrapped around him.
Al, hold me.
Yeah, and then because the idea is that it'd be rather suspicious if they see a power armor flying away. So if we're at least 100 or 200 feet, I think, in the air, the casual viewer would not see us unless they were knowing to look for us. And he would only do it as far as he feels that he needs to before he would lower back down to a more safe level.
Okay. All right, so you're able to get back to the bunker in time. You see Alicia nearby. Of course, the bunker itself was hidden in a farmer's field, so really all you see is the motorcycle, Alicia, and Tyne, who is leaning up against the motorcycle itself, still bundled up there, very unconscious. So what's the next move?
The next move would be to get as deep into that forest as we can so that if anyone comes by on the road, they won't see us.
So what's I'm asking just as the DM, because we don't need to roleplay every single moment of this.
Right.
I think I'm going to roll some checks to add in the suspense, very similar to when you were escaping Nathan's cronies in Innisfail, because you will have to navigate and avoid the patrols who are, I'm just going to say it, they're coming. Like, that was a huge fucking fire, right? I mean, farmers were already calling shit in because of the noise that Tom made, and this has just expedited things. They know exactly where to go and exactly where to look. This is a military sweep that's going to be happening. There is possibilities, very much possibilities for your success, but I would just like to know an exact plan of action, even if you have to speak in general terms, and what skills you think you can use to aid you in this evasion to get you back into New Laszlo. Undetected with time, avoiding any sort of checkpoint.
Well, the first thing I think would be to get to the.
Feel free to metagame this too.
Sure.
So, go ahead.
The first thing would be to get back to the behemoth. Obviously, we don't want to keep time in the behemoth longer than necessary because if Hoyas suspects us, that's be where she would look. But the behemoth isn't in Laszlo, so we don't have to.
No,
pass
it's
any
outside.
checkpoints.
It's
Yeah.
outside New Laszlo, just outside the strip, actually. So, I'm going to tell you right now, when you have traveled from outside of New Laszlo to New Laszlo in the patrolled areas, I always say, oh, you come across a few checkpoints, you come across a few people. In a non-military and non-sweeping situation, you normally come across 3 patrols that interact with you briefly and wave you through. So,
Oh, I see. I see.
yeah. Like when you're going from the ley line nexus to New Laszlo, previously from Huddersfield to New Laszlo, it's not a straight shot. This is the New Laszlo military is not a bunch of bumpkins.
Do they
Plus,
have
they
any...
have radar that can detect you, so they know how to do they typically intercept you while you're traveling, stuff like that.
Do they have a way of detecting us if we fly in way above them?
Yes, their radar goes that high.
Okay, I'm assuming it's okay. Okay.
Like, I don't know why. I don't know what you mean.
Well,
define
because like
by
a
what
normal, and it could be a futuristic radar, but a normal radar, a person the size of a human in power armor would show up as nothing almost on a radar.
No, unfortunately, in this, that power armor itself
Would show up.
like
Got it.
a mini jet plane.
Okay.
If it was just a person, fine. In addition, they have to be worried of demons just dropping in from above them.
that does make sense.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Demons, and dragons, and God knows what else is out there. Hostile aliens. Yeah, they'll have ways to detect this.
Okay, so our plan of action is Fubar. All right. Tom, I'm also open to suggestions.
We're also opening
Yeah.
this floor up to
Yeah,
Patrick.
this is
just
yes.
so Piff can give his 2 cents here, because you guys should try to figure this out as a group to get you out of this situation.
I would take the long way around.
Agreed.
Yeah. It's the only thing I can really think of.
I would think the best course of action here would be to drive around New Laszlo to make it look like we were coming from the opposite direction of where all this is taking place.
Okay. So you would now let's talk in miles then, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from New Laszlo to Huddersfield is 50 miles straight shot, right? So here, I wonder if I still have my map open from previous sessions. I don't. Give me a moment. I'm going to just upload a world map here that can kind of give you more perspective, if that works.
Mm-hmm.
So give me just a moment. You guys keep thinking while I'm doing this.
And I'm going to pull up the Rifts group loot because I think I know where you're going with this.
Upload. What are you umming about?
I'm trying to check how far my bike can go in one fuel up.
Sitting. Oh yeah, that's kind of important.
Max range 400, so it should be fine.
Yes, if you can. Say like another
Although you've
350.
used it a little bit, so you're actually 300. Oh my God, Brianna!
Oh, I pissed!
Yay! Oh my God, we love you.
I'm like wearing like tattered clothes, like just soot everywhere. My hair is standing on end.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
Kriana, you've missed a bit.
Just a little bit, actually.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and fill her in while I'm getting this set up.
Okay, so
Okay.
so Tom, so what's her face? Tyne went into shock.
Oh shit.
And Tom kind of grabbed the bug and used the bug to tell Al, hey, this is what's going down. Al and Nora went back to the Behemoth, left Patrick at the party to finish decoding the hard drive, because basically this is all taking place before Patrick's technically decoded the hard drive.
Okay.
So Nora and Al went back to the Behemoth. While they were going back to the Behemoth, Tom also said into the bug that, hey, it's ho yes. Tyne said it's ho yes. And so, like, the second they got to the Behemoth, Al just kind of, like, runs for the winged power armor, tells Nora to man the radio, because the Behemoth has a powerful radio that can contact everyone. And Al takes the winged power armor, flies as fast as he can to the house, treats Tyne to get her stable. Then they're trying to figure out what to do from there. So they decide, okay, look, if people are going to come investigate this, if they have any psychics like Pam or whatnot, they might be able to tell that we were here. We're going to blow the whole house, and then we're going to move to the where we found all the slaves, that little forest, where Mila brought everyone dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we moved to there. The house is blown up. There's patrols that are going towards the house right now. Right now, we're currently trying to figure out what to do, because we've got Tyne, we've got a motorcycle, we've got a power armor, we've got
So you guys are still at the place,
the forest. Yeah.
Well,
Outside
they've
the-
actually regrouped. They're outside New Laszlo by Huddersfield. They've regrouped to where the slaves were originally kept in that little bunker.
okay.
Right now, Mila Nora is in the Behemoth in New Laszlo, and Patrick is at the Painted Lodge, who right now just finished decoding the hard drive and
Okay,
is revealing all its secrets. What's up?
Okay. No, I'm sorry. I'm still a little forglappled over here. Can someone
That's
link me? Actually, no. I'll just fucking Google Roll20. I have the internet
Oh,
now.
here, no, yeah, okay, all right.
I'm sorry. I'm like a little scatterbrained at the moment.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all
Lay
good.
down.
Don't
I
worry,
hear
Kriana.
Chewy.
Like, this entire
That
session,
is not Chewy.
this
There's,
entire session, we've all been running around like chickens with their heads cut off, trying to figure out what the hell to do. So don't
Okay.
worry. We're
Yeah.
all like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm babysitting my brother's dogs, and they're big Britneys.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Britney.
know.
The drama queens.
They are. I'm
They're
just
like,
trying to get the.
She's talking about us.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Roll20, found it. All right, let me just get set
All
up
right.
here. Would you get out of
Don't
there?
worry about it. So, you guys are talking about, you were thinking about going the long way, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys can see the map here of Michigan that I put up?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so there's New Laszlo. The little red dot is Huddersfield, right? So, like, if that distance is 30, did I say 50 miles?
Mhm.
50 miles, right? So going around on Tom's bike, like, the most you can go is south 50 miles, and then east, like, 100 miles, and then north 50 miles, and there. And that he'll be running on fumes going back from New Laszlo from the back way.
What I would also
Of course,
suggest,
you can, of course, go the other way, too. north.
What I would suggest is, of course, we should do that. We should also try and get Patrick and Mila to meet us in the ATV, because if nothing else, moving Tyne in the ATV is going to be much safer for her in her condition than on a motorcycle. So if we can get the ATV to meet us kind of halfway, and the ATV could maybe bring an extra gallon or two of gas just in case Tom's bike needs it.
No, you don't have just gas lying around.
Oh, never mind then.
You'd have to siphon it from another vehicle that you have.
What's the range on the ATV?
You mean like how much will it
How
do
far?
before it gives
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
I think it's 300.
Yep.
Okay, so worst comes to worst, we could siphon a little bit from the ATV, but I mean,
No, you can't.
no.
It's electric.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, I love you, Pip. Sometimes when you say stuff, I just think it's Patrick saying it. Like, no, you can't.
Yeah, because he's so
Electric.
excited about it. Like, because I run clean. All right. Well, still, I think that if we should be able to make it running on fumes. We could do that, but I think that's our best option, honestly. It'll if we run into checkpoints, it's like, oh, they're coming from the other direction. They probably weren't involved in this.
Fair enough.
Probably, yeah. We should probably come up with some sort of alibi. What is? Do we know of anything from that opposite direction? Have we ever been that way?
From the office? No, you've never been that way.
All right,
no. That's the direction, like, are you talking about, like, from the east of New Laszlo?
Right.
You know that between New Laszlo and east of there is the ruins of Detroit, one of the biggest nexuses in the area and a constant threat to New Laszlo.
I see.
What about the south? Like going around and to the south?
Yeah, well, see,
Southeast.
my biggest problem right now is checkpoints. How do we get Tyne past the checkpoints? What do we say?
Yep.
I don't know.
That is probably, God's just gonna tell you that is a problem that you guys probably solve because Tyne is easily identifiable.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So Tyne still, she's in shock, or is she?
Yeah, well,
doing
actually,
better?
she's unconscious. She's been treated for shock. She's been sedated.
Okay,
She's
and
stable
so
at the
is-
moment, yeah.
Yeah.
so we're all separated, or
Yeah, we're all
who's-
separated right
Who's
now.
with Tyne? Oh shit! I can hear myself on the stream. I'm gonna.
It's okay.
Tom, Alicia, and Al are with Tyne.
Okay, Tom, Alicia, and Al. Patrick's still decoding the laptop. Or
finished.
Patrick's
Wait.
partying.
Patrick's partying. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my head around the situation.
And,
course.
Okay.
And Nora's kind of playing dispatch on the Behemoth. Because the thing is that Al can contact Nora, and Patrick can contact Nora.
Once Patrick gets to the Behemoth, you
Right.
can all be in contact just fine.
Right.
I haven't been playing it that detailed because that's just a logistical nightmare. But yeah,
So, and our big issue.
the important thing is that Mila is at the Behemoth.
Okay.
And that's the
Here are our big issues right now. Tyne is the only real connection we have to Hoyes because everything else we have so far, and of course, when Patrick decodes, when he finishes the hard drive and lets us know, even on the hard drive, nothing directly points to Hoyes. Tyne is it. She's all we got. So we need her if we want to finger Hoyes, no matter what we do. So we need to keep her, and we need to keep her alive, and ideally, we need to keep Hoyas from knowing where she is.
Okay. Wow, you guys are really in a pickle. Let's see. Let's think. Let's get our brain boxes working here. Now that
I was gonna say is that, guys, I think that honestly, bringing Tyne back to New Laszlo is just a bad idea. We're gonna have to find somewhere else to go, even if it means camping for a while,
Yeah.
because taking Tyne back is just. I mean, she's going to have to go
It's-
through a checkpoint. She's easily recognizable. Hoyas is in charge of all the checkpoints. It's just not a good thing.
Yeah. It's not feasible.
I got an idea.
What?
do you?
I got an idea. Yeah. Oh, wow. Those are some big puppies. I got an idea. Why don't we use the big radio to try and contact Perrin on Perrin's post and say, do you know anyone in the area where we could lay low for a while, maybe?
I don't know. That sounds kind of shifty.
Okay, you know what? It's Perrin. We'll be completely honest with him. We'll be straight up. Look, we've been trying to take down a slaver ring. It's really bad. This person has evidence against the person who's in charge. The person who's in charge is Hoyas. You may have heard of her. She's kind of a big deal. We can't bring her back to town. We need somewhere. We desperately need your help. And if you know what, and if what, it worst comes to worst, look, you're supposed to be selling our gyms for us and giving us percentage. Just renegotiate the deal, man. We need help.
Just give you a heads up of radioing, how the radios work. You definitely, it has a 500, the huge radio on the Behemoth does have a 500-mile range. That's great, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the only two problems. One, you don't know what frequency to go to. So you'd have to guess some frequencies, and what you'd have to do is probably go with an open channel to try to connect to someone who knows Perrin, and then they tell you the proper frequency. The problem is those open channels anyone can listen to. You do not know Perrin's personal secure radio frequency.
True, but we do know someone who would.
Yes, you do.
I do.
So, my thoughts are, and everyone feel free to adjust for the better. Camp somewhere with Tyne. Leave Alicia or someone with Tyne to guard her. Go back to New Laszlo. Contact Zoe. Be as honest with her as we can, because really at this point, I really think we just, with the people that we know we can trust, like Zoe, because Zoe obviously isn't a part of the slave ring, she's been with us the whole time.
Yeah.
Be like, look, here's the deal. This is really bad. We're not really sure what to do. Maybe Perrin can help us. And I think, here's the thing. I think Zoe is a good enough person that worst comes to worst, she wouldn't want the head of New Laszlo Security to be running a slave ring either. I don't know.
You know, it would be good to tell her that you found out that the slave ring goes goes deeper than you thought. If she asks questions, you can be completely honest with her.
True.
But really, all I have to say is she's not going to be safe in Laszlo, and we're going to need a spot. And
Yeah.
Did we already tell her about the slave ring?
No, you told her
No.
about the changeling.
Changeling, yeah.
Yeah. So
This
This
I don't
is
know.
just going
I don't
to
know.
be-
I don't know.
she's eventually.
I don't know if I'm convinced. Like, if we're all cool with this, that's cool. But I don't know if I'm entirely convinced that if we do tell her, we kind of need to like figure out a way to not make us look like really, because
A bunch
it's
of
pretty
assholes.
shady. Yeah, pretty fucking
Dude.
shady. And like
It is pretty shady.
we know what we know. That's great. That's fantastic. But like trying to explain it and how we got to this fucking point to be like, oh yes, yeah, you know, the big important person. Yeah, this person that we blew up her arm, BT dubs or whatever. I mean, come on, it sounds bad. It sounds really bad.
But we do, and I agree with you, but we do have the evidence that links Tyne to it. We have all the evidence we need to link Tyne to it, and Tyne's saying it's her, and we can just be straight up and say, look, we have evidence that Tyne was in this. She was certainly in this. And we did this because we're trying to take down this horrible slave ring, which Zoe can agree is a horrible effing thing. And if Tyne's suggesting it's that Hoyas is part of it, we need to follow this to its conclusion. We need to figure out, because this is bad.
Okay. Also, I'm going to just once again for you, Patrick, just reiterate what is actually on the hard drive, okay?
All right.
Filled with information in regards to the slaves, who they're sold to, their names, how much they were sold for, the belongings that were taken from them, and other financials to allow the operation, like paying the mercenaries or employees such as coins and whatnot. But in addition, you do manage to find an old recording on how to provide payment to to this unknown investor, which is a drop-off point at a business called the Little Jug. I can go into more details in regards to that, but I said it really quickly last session, so I just want to reiterate it here now too.
Thank you. Because
You're welcome.
I wasn't going to retain all that.
Yeah.
And I want to say for the record, if we keep going to what's her face and going, hey, there's this big huge situation. Can you do this for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
That's
I agree with everyone.
So let's
Other
think of
options?
other
Yeah.
other options.
Let's-
Let's think like here. I'm like, yeah, guys, let's think of something.
I think
So, but
camping
the-
is a good idea.
yeah,
Okay.
camping at the very least.
I'm just gonna entertain an idea.
All right.
It's not really an idea. It's just me saying what's going through my brain. So it's kind of a thought. It's not important. Okay, so is there any way we can use the fact that we have Tyne, we have all this information, we don't want her to die, but is there any way we can use that fact, we can get her protected, even if Hoyas is, I mean, if we make a big hoopla about it, I don't know.
Yeah, no, there is a direction.
So
in
you
where
mean
you're
like
going.
just Yeah.
There is a way. Her superior, the Cyber Knight who seems interested in Mila, yes. If we
Right.
can convince him, the problem
Not-
is no, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, this is a big fucking deal, and like, to a point, like, if we can like out, not necessarily Hoyas, but that this exists, and that maybe Hoyas can like not come out and say Hoyas is involved, but say that these people were involved. I mean, I know. Gosh, I don't know.
Like
where
what
I'm
you're
going.
saying is, if you bring it to the authorities, what can Hoyas do?
Right? Like,
She
if
can't kill Trine out in the open, right?
well, and she won't be able to, like, if it's a big hoopla and people fucking know about it, it's going to be more difficult for Hoyas to like cover her own ass. I mean, that's just kind of my own thought process. But then again, we can only keep so much track, and I don't know exactly how much power Hoyas has, but I feel like that's just a thought we should at least consider before we just basically say, let's camp out and hope that this person doesn't get killed, because quite frankly, we need this person to live, whether she's, behind bars, in the clutches of evil or not.
I tend to agree. Like, the more I think about it, the more I think that we're kind of digging into a hole that I don't
That's
know.
going to be really hard to
Yeah.
explain.
Yeah.
So, because here's the thing. Part of me is kind of like, Al would absolutely hate the idea of, we give this to the authorities and trust they can handle it, because he doesn't trust that they can. But, realistically, what are the options? Maybe the best thing to do is kind of like what you said, get in touch with, not even just, maybe we could do a cross of the two. We could say, look, we're kind of in good, or at least we have an in. We can talk to the Cyber Knight that's her superior. We can come to him with all the evidence and Tyne and just lay it before him and say, this is what's happened, this is the evidence we have, this is the one reason why we haven't come out in the open, we're giving it to you, everything to you to do with what you want. She says it's Hoyas. We don't know. We just kind of want out. And we want to make sure that the right people get this, so that this is, like, basically we could just say, we just want the slave ring done and give it to him.
I mean, yeah, dismantling this whole thing is kind of
The
a huge thing to
important-
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
And
big.
we've definitely put a kink in their step.
So
Yeah.
do we,
It's
so
a bit
here,
too large for us.
so
but-
here's the question, because I agree, it is too large for us. We can't. We're fighting a machine that's way bigger than we are. So here's the thing: do we just come out into the open, like drive Tyne right through the checkpoints and say, this is what happened and here's our evidence, or do we subtly contact her superior so that we know we're talking to the right person first? My one fear. Oh, go ahead, Ben.
We do need. I think the one step that we need to make sure that happens is that we get word to the Cyber Knight first and foremost, and make sure that he gets all the information.
Agreed.
You know what's interesting?
Hmm?
Ashwin is still at the party.
I was about to say
Yeah.
we should just go back to the party
Oh
and
my
just
God.
be like Nora, like hair like all fluffed
I'm
up,
still
like,
there.
Oh my God! Why don't we
covered
just?
in mud.
Why don't we just say, please come? Oh no! Even Patrick's there. Patrick can show
am
him the
there.
hard drive, everything on it, and then we can tell him we have Tyne. Here she is. Come get her.
There we go.
All right.
And
God,
he's
this could
still-
backfire so.
You know what? And as a show of good faith, we could even say it like this. Like Al will say, yes, Al broke into her home. He found the evidence, but yes, he broke into the home. Yes, the home got destroyed because of him. If you want to arrest him or fine him or punish him, he's fine with that, but he did it for the right reason. That kind of thing. So that, you know what? We can even say, yeah, it looks kind of bad that we were in her house and we did that. And you know what? We'll own up to it if you need us to. But we did it for the right reason. Kind of thing. Because, you know what I mean? Like, of course, that shouldn't be our first play, but it would definitely help to show, look, we're not evil bastards.
We are stuck
Yeah.
in a pond of shit and we just need to get out
Yeah.
and clean ourselves up.
Exactly.
That is basically what's going on.
Exactly.
That sounds like the perfect plan, as long as he's not in on it.
Exactly. And if he's in on, well, let's face it, if he's in on it, We're screwed 6 ways from Sunday anyway.
Yeah,
There's
we're
nothing
just
Yeah.
going to be like, well,
right.
we're going to have to be on the run again.
Yeah,
I
Mila, get your
guess.
power armor. I'm getting my Titan. We're going to war. Basically, is what's gonna happen.
Wait, whoa,
Spoiler alert,
I
you'll
thought we were-
lose.
Yeah, I know.
Wait,
I know.
Wait.